Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and yes, I'm doing another video that will potentially get no views, but that is simply to display the importance of some issues. They need to be discussed, and the issue that I'm referring to is the Women's March, the Women's Rights March, however you want to call it, of 2017. Now, the main attraction took place in Washington, D.C., however, other states, specifically in the U.S., are joining in addition to Europe, places like Paris, London, Sweden, and so on. And it's just to celebrate, if you will, civil liberties that women and rights that women have obtained, as well as protesting about abortion and racial issues as well, and just feminism in general, I would say. Yes, the feminists rise from their bunkers of constantly blogging about how the patriarchy is out to get them and sabotaging their potential to be successful in the world with the wage gap, which is in reality an earnings gap. But I don't want to get into too much detail there. I just want to talk about the march itself, because I happen to work in an area that was the center stage, if you will, of the march, of the protest, the epicenter of it all, and I got to see a lot of cool signs, kind of the vibe that was present at the time, and it really it was cringeworthy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it here. Seeing signs such as women rights are human rights is comical to me, because you say that and you march with that sign as if people disagree with you. It seems rather absurd that you would even have to state such a thing. But alas, it was probably the most popular little sign that was being displayed throughout the evening while they were marching. Others included one such as the patriarchy isn't going to fuck itself, which I thought was very blunt and to the point, thankfully. The future is female, which is just absolutely rich and full of hypocrisy when you look at the other signs that talk about we want the misogyny to stop, and the sexism, the bigotry, and stop the xenophobia. But then you say something like the future is female, and what does that imply? Well, I think it's fairly obvious. I don't have to spell it out for you guys here, but I truly believe in their mind that they don't see the distinction whatsoever. Oh no, I'm a woman. I can't be sexist to men. Come on, don't be ridiculous. I'm oppressed. The patriarchy is out to get me. They're sabotaging my odds at being a fucking, I don't know, journalist or some shit. It's truly rich of stupidity. But on another point entirely here, the one thing that constantly was raised, that I constantly thought of and was just puzzled by, was this is a women's rights march, correct? Where are the conservative or right-leaning women? I'm not denying that there was possibly a couple. In no way am I denying that, but it would be very difficult to spot one, is all I'm saying. This is entirely left-leaning liberal politics, and in no way do I disagree, and obviously I don't identify with the left or the right, but it's just incredible to me that you really don't see the right, and I pose this question in a serious tone, of course, as to why. If one of you guys can really educate me on this, inform me, that perhaps there's something I'm missing here. But I truly don't understand it, that the majority of these women undoubtedly millennials, but a fair amount of them also middle-aged, well over into their 30s, clearly very liberal, progressives perhaps, talking about rape culture. That is, to me, rape culture. These studies that have counted unwanted touching, groping as sexual assault. Well, no, that's or rather rape. That's assault, is what that is. Separate crime entirely, and also consensual drunken sex. So this whole meme of rape culture is laughable in its own right, I would say. But just wanted to share the absurdity that I witnessed today, and want to hear your guys' thoughts on. Perhaps you saw this on the news, on the TV. I realized it was live streamed on some of the news channels of where this occurred. You can also find a plethora of videos throughout YouTube of just how truly misinformed these people are, and that's truly what gets to me is they're not uninformed. They're misinformed. I mean, here they are, and of course it had to do with Donald Trump, but here they are continuing to, I mean, you want to talk about fake news, continuing to say that the Russians hacked our election, which is rich. There is absolutely no evidence of this whatsoever. I promise you, if Hillary Clinton won the election and the right was saying that the Russians hacked the election in Hillary's favor, I kid you not, all these leftists would be like, that's absurd, are you kidding me? You're so paranoid, look at you, you're all conspiratorial. I thought the fucking right was all conspiracy, but now it's the left. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then in addition to that, when has the CIA been honest? I mean, their lie literally led us into the Iraq War. So it's amazing how the tables have turned, and arguably one of the more disturbing presidents has been one of the candidates has been elected president. In no way do I agree, sympathize, or understand that much of his policies. That is Donald Trump, but I certainly don't agree with this constant villainy. They're just villainizing him on purpose. Anyway, that's just a little rant that I need to get off my chest. It was a sight to behold, if you will, today. And if you guys want to leave me your thoughts on these issues, and perhaps you experience this as well, wherever you live, wherever you happen to live, and you may have seen the march yourself. Let me know in the comment section below. Hope to be doing more of these if you guys do enjoy them. You probably don't. These are just random fucking thoughts on certain issues. But if you guys do want to hear me talk about specific issues, do leave it in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Cheers.